Nmap works with command prompts as well as just typing your target here. So Nmap is used to scan platforms for vulnerability so that you can know how to protect such platforms. For instance, I want to scan my local host. Local host means this particular system. I'll just type local host. I'll type an IP address or local host. Once I type local host and press scan, what kind of scan? Intense scan plus all the ports, regular scan, slow comprehensive scan. I want to use intense scan plus all TCP ports. It's scanning my local host system now. Okay, it's still scanning. So far you can see, okay, I think it's still scanning. %, done. No, it's taking too long. Let me just cancel it. So maybe I should just do intense scan. I just want a very quick scan. Okay, quick scan. So in this quick scan, let me magnify now. In this quick scan, let's see some information it has given to us. It is telling me that on my system, I have port 80 open. What is port 80? I gave you this table last semester. What is port 80? TCP. But 80 web. 80 means web. 80 means web. 80 web. Do you remember that last semester? Port 80, once you see port 80 is web, which is this. Port 3306 is my SQL, that's relating to database. Port 443 is also a secure port, which is this. So it is showing me that all those ports are open on this system. This is summary again. Port 80 is open, 135 open, Apache is open. It can also show you an overview of your site. But how is this important? That's what concerns us. How is this important? When last semester we went to WHOIS database to find websites. In this one now, if someone in this class is an hacker, remember we are all connected to my network. The person wants to target my own system, which is the server. You will first of all open Nmap, type in the IP address, that is the gateway. Remember we talked about gateway. How do I find the gateway? Let's use the let's go to ipconfig/all command prompt. ipconfig/all. Gateway 40.1, while my own IP is 254. So let's try this. Target 192.168.40.1. Quick scan. Let's look at this one now. Anybody could have done this from his laptop if he knows the gateway. The person is trying to attack my router that is here, not my system. He's trying to attack the router. Because if he can attack the router, it means he can have all the IP addresses of everybody connected to that Wi-Fi. You know the Wi-Fi we are connecting to, that user man. It will have. So what report has it gotten? It has seen that on my router, my FTP port is open. My secured shell port is open. Telnet is open. So those that can do telnet, they can just go in. Port 80 is also open. And it has even gotten the MAC address of my router. It has gotten it. So it can target the router. And it has also told me that I am using a microtic router, giving me the exact manufacturer's website of that router. This is very, very important. So this is the first step that we call recognizance. Remember that last semester, this one of the first steps in hacking, recognizance. You come into the class, that's coming into a network. You now want to survey the entire network environment to know what exactly is happening. So after surveying this network environment, you can then know what exactly you want to target from this network. You know exactly what you want to target on this network. You can also target and scan any website. This is Uniport now. I want to scan Uniport website. I could go to a quick scan. It's telling me that Uniport site, it has given me the public IP hosting that site. It has told me port 80 is actually open and port 443 is open on that website. And I can decide to know where I want to start from. I could also do maybe a comprehensive scan or a trace route. Who could remember what I talked about trace routes last semester? Who can remember that? What do we use trace route to do? Don't tell me you have all forgotten. We did it in the networking class last semester. From this result, someone should even be able to tell me what trace route is used for. One person. No, you.
Trace route is finding all the addresses, the system, all the network connected to which is final destination or a browser.
Trace route shows you the path it takes from your end to reach a destination. Last semester, remember we talked about going from, if we browse here, my modem we are connected to MTN database. We even say connected to this router, connected to another, maybe this one, connected to MTN Port Harcourt, Lagos. We talked about that last semester. Trace route, and it will come out in your exam. This one you have forgotten. It will come out. So we are now tracing Uniport. How do we attack Uniport sites from our system? Number one, this is my local router. From that local router, which is my microtic there, it drops at MTN, which is still in this class. MTN now goes to another network somewhere, maybe it's an MTN IP. All these are various MTN databases somewhere, dropping off here. Come here, before it now gets to the hosting provider that University of Port Harcourt uses. So you can now decide to know where to start your attack from. That is, if you even want to attack the website, that's the cloud providers hosting Uniport website. So Nmap does quite a lot of things. And you can decide to, let's minimize this. You could decide to get a graph of all what you are doing from Nmap. It will give you a graphical interface of all the paths till it gets to your final destination. Please, when you get back home, try and experiment on all of this. Just scan websites at random, scan different things at random. Do trace routes, do comprehensive scan. You can get reports, do whatever you want to do, just do it at random. Ping scan. Ping scan is used to know if a service is online, if you can get a reply from that service. Like you can see this one, as we ping Uniport, it's telling us that host is currently up. It took us less than 1 second to get to Uniport and come back to our system, meaning the host is on. So you can use this for several things. We may not explore it further, but for now that's what we can do. But the one we are going to use when we come by next class, we are a bit tired, so I may not go into it, but I'll introduce it. We are going to use this by next class. What do this NECO does? It helps you know if a site is infected or if a site is compromised. So when we come next class, this NECO is going to tell us that this our website, Gmail page demo, is actually compromised. Please don't even visit that website. Someone has built it waiting for you to come and visit it. This NECO is going to tell us that information. Nmap won't tell us that, but NECO is going to tell us that. Any question, please? Any question? Any question? Okay, so we are going to end the class for now. Thank you very much.